LOL. Jake is connected, but his mic. Oh, there he is. Oh God, we're gonna see his wiener again.
Welcome to the new segment of the show. Show your dick.
Featuring only Jake. Ah!
You have to subscribe to his
Is that a hand?
My headphone. Oh, found it.
His
Wait,
hand
no.
or roast
found
beef sandwich? I couldn't tell.
Hey, you can see me.
Yeah. It's not always a good thing.
Hey, shut up.
I just hear that John Mayer song in my head.
You would. I thought that was like Keith Legend or whatever.
John, what did I say? Did I say John?
I've heard it either way.
What did I say? you know if I hit you with a what did I say, you know it's over.
Well, these people.
What do you mean these people, Dave?
Hey, what do you mean these people?
That's what I said at the wedding. I was like, these people need to stop playing so much damn Mexican music.
Dun, 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 dun.
I tried playing Narcos for them.
Love. Oh yeah?
I don't know if you would call Narcos like Puerto Rican music,
No, it's not.
because the Mexicans did not like it.
Hey.
Let's make that straight.
Maybe they didn't dislike it, they didn't know what it was. And then I was like, apparently
That
there's not
sounds-
enough baseball fans around here.
Yeah,
So-
not a lot
They
of
weren't
fans.
baseball Mexicans. They might have been
Well,
soccer
Because
Mexicans.
I had it playing, I left the hall, and then as soon as it started playing, I came out through the door like it was my entrance music. I kept doing this. I was ready to pitch. But
Nobody got it.
like, my
Nobody
brother-in-law got
understood.
it.
You like cleared out the dance floor. You like, and then they're like, "All right, what is it, Dave?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"That's it.
It's over.
It's over."
I did clear the dance floor one time, actually, on purpose, because I played a Filipino song for my mom.
So like,
And,
show me your dick, Sally. Is that the name of it?
Nope, it's called a knock. It's about children and parenthood and stuff like that.
Man, that's not what. That's not.
Is
what
that
I
a
would
Black
wanna
Eyed
hear.
Peas song?
Yeah. Black guys pee.
Oh.
We were joking about how we had to play some Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah, you got to play Black guys pee.
Black Eyed Peas. An R. Kelly song, Drip Drip Drip.
We got an early leader there. Oh,
don't know.
Black Guys Pee.
That sounds like a Pornhub category, not a.
It probably is.
It is. So I took a look. We are a month away from football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Isn't
sent.
it the third? Yeah, it's exactly a month.
It's exactly a month. Yeah, I sent Rob a text. I was like, "Hey, we got 5 weekends until football." He's like, "Oh shit," because I just realized we have 5 weekends until football.
Let me go to the closet and dust off my will to live.
Yeah, right. Soon they'll be talking about football on Sports Center, and we can watch again.
Mhm.
Well, the Hall of Fame game was on.
Oh, was there?
It might be on now.
Oh, right, because NFL starts playing preseason.
Yep.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
All right, there's football on TV. There's football when I pee.
Jake, did you watch Secret Invasion?
No, I'm just reveling in the fact that I caught up with Ted Lasso.
Not like 2 months ago.
No, I did it like last week.
No, but the show ended like 2 months ago.
Did it?
I think so.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm through like episode 4. How many do I have left? Like 6?
No, I think it's only 8.
Okay. Well, it won't take me that long to get it because that'll be like my primary focus then.
And the second to last episode is definitely a setup episode. So you got.
So like prepare to watch back to back.
I would.
Had them back to back.
Yeah.
What's up,
Oh, yeah,
Dave?
I watched I watched the Secret Invasion finale.
I liked it. It wasn't like super impressive, but it was good.
Yeah.
It's where you find out Nick Fury is also a Skrull.
He's actually a Kree, and this whole time he's setting up to kill Skrulls.
Right.
He's like,
Well-
I will fulfill people's destiny.
He must go back to space because on the Marvels trailers you see Nick Fury in space being Nick Fury just on
Oh,
his
man.
space.
I'm in
Picture you
space.
sent me showed me that he was in space.
Who?
That picture you sent me, Robin, that proves
Oh.
he's in space.
Yeah.
What if the next movie that he was in was Snakes on a Spaceship?
But he's Nick Fury.
I'm tired
And
of this
somehow they tie
motherfucking
in
stuff.
Snakes on a Plane universe into Marvel.
Like, somehow there's a villain named Medusa, and she just creates snakes.
There's probably a snake villain somewhere out there.
Oh, there's got to be.
Gotta be.
I don't know who it is, but I'm sure.
There's
I mean,
no
there was one
way-
in He-Man. There was a
Right.
whole group of them.
Yeah, for He-Man.
Mhm.
You know how at the end of weddings they say, "By the power invested in me by the holy whatever church or whatever."
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
said-
say that.
And I said, "By the power of Grayskull, I pronounce you man and wife."
Jeez.
And then like you could tell who in the crowd like was like over 35
Yeah.
because they laughed and like all the kids, like my nephews were just like, "What?
Like,
I was
what'd
like,
you? I don't
The
get
joke's
it.
not for you.
I don't get it.
Shut up, kid.
Now, why don't you go get a face tattoo, little pump?"
Back of the line for the buffet, stupid.
That's awesome.
What I gotta say, like, we stole that idea from a different wedding, but taco bar at our wedding was pretty clutch. What'd you have for foods?
Taco bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Taco
They
bar.
were prime too. Like
Taco about it.
talk about it. But yeah, like I heard taco bar and I was like, that's awesome. Like not something all fancy, but it's fucking delicious.
Dude, the best move, you just make nachos.
And they didn't do a cake. They did like we had like 4 dozen donuts or like plenty of donuts, just all different types of donuts and stuff like that. I got down on some maple bacon donuts and
Ooh.
cookies and cream donuts.
I gotta say, I didn't pay for it, so I'm not I'm not complaining. I want to make it very, very clear. I'm not complaining, but my wedding cake fucking sucked.
I remember.
Yeah, like she told me it was gonna be like some bacon raspberry jam. I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty good actually. And then she's like, here, try it, and it's like chunks of bacon in the jam, and I'm like,
It almost was like a flavorless cake.
yeah,
From what I
because there was
remember.
so much going on.
Yeah, it had too much.
Yeah, it was like bacon and raspberry and then vanilla and then the shit on
I
top.
still ate it.
Yeah, I mean I ate it too because I'm only gonna have one wedding cake, ideally. That
I
said,
remember saying that once.
that's what,
Well, so far you've only had one, so
So far.
yeah. So far we're both 1-to-1 on wedding cakes. But yeah, like I am grateful that the person put as much time, thought, and energy into it as she did. I wish she just would have done literally anything else with the jam.
you got jammed.
Yeah, I got jammed. I got retro jammed.
Not space jammed.
I got.
Gotta get up.
Was it you? No, hang on. I gotta send this. Oh, I'm gonna send this into the group chisel here. That's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
Is that what they're saying?
Yep. That's how you get Riz.
Okay.
You know about
Oh,
Riz? Dave, you got Riz?
the chick that I've been talking to the last month, we were talking about something yesterday, and she said, I can't remember what it was because I'm still stuck on this, but she she said something and she was serious and she goes, "Yeah, dead ass." And I was like, "Don't." She's like,
Are
"What?"
you-
And I was like, "Don't use that term." That's
Oh, I heard about that. The picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stand up above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. Tonight is the only thing you'll see. I gotta stand up till you notice me.
Exactly.
Powerline, a cross between Michael Jackson and Prince.
Mm. You know, I don't think I ever watched that movie.
Oh, it's classic, man. It's a black
Yeah.
movie too.
It's not terrible.
Yeah,
I love
like,
that movie. It's a
it's
great
one of
movie.
those movies that I've never watched as a kid, but I know this. I have a pretty good idea of what the story is, and like I know who Powerline is, and like all that, but I don't think I
Yes.
ever watched it.
I finally watched Half Baked.
Oh, you did?
I'm gonna watch it again.
Yes, Cuban B.
I was like, all right, this shit's funny.
Oh yeah, you from Jamaica? What part of Jamaica are you from?
Right
Right
near the
near
beach.
the beach, boy.
Boy.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I know so much of this movie already.
Right? Like that's the one. You know all the movie because you heard
Mhm.
everyone say it. But
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Cuban B. I can't tell you how many times I've said right near the beach, boy, around you specifically.
Yeah.
or I've said to people when they talking about someone that's not there, and I'm always like, well, to understand how Killer died, man, you gotta understand how
Shit.
Killer lived.
I got a call. Hold on.
The
Hold the
Colin-
phone. The
Hold,
cow in
hold the phone. Hold the phone, Tyrone.
it.
What is that from? Because we say that all the time too. When we're like,
It just
Colin-
rhymes. Hold the phone. Oh, they calling me. That's from Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
It's like
What?
episode 1,
Oh,
right before
yeah.
his second monologue. He's like, they calling me.
Yep.
They
Dude, I
calling
want to get
me.
those again. I want to watch all those again.
I think I've got those sitting right over there. It's entirely possible. I think I'm looking at them.
Those are classics. Like I like the meme that says before memes came out, guys just sat around quoting Dave Chappelle to each other.
It's true.
It is.
You know what else is true? I'm gonna wait for Robin to get back to say this one.
All right.
Waiting for him to put the headphones on. Waiting for him to put the headphones on.
Hey.
Waiting for him to put the headphones on. So we were just talking about things that guys do, and one of the things that guys do is they have conversations by simply saying names of athletes who used to play or currently play.
Yeah.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss makes you think of Jason Williams.
Jason Williams. Oh, okay.
White chocolate.
A chocolate. Yeah.
Because they went to high school. They were on the high school team.
Oh, I
together.
forgot about that.
Right? You ever
What
see
a,
the videos of Jay Will throwing the lob to Randy Moss?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna look that up though.
Oh, and then of course Randy Moss, not Randy Moss. Wait, did you
O.J.
say Randy
Simpson.
Moss? Or, I was thinking Randy
Cla-
Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Right when you
Because-
said Randy Moss, I thought Randy Johnson. and
Yeah, I
thought,
was
isn't he a
thinking-
photographer now?
Right?
He is.
Well, so anyways, Randy Johnson, pitched for the Diamondbacks and then pitched for the Mariners, right? While I'm in Arizona, guess who's playing in Arizona?
Who?
Randy
The Mariners for their Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wedding day, recovery day, flyout day.
So
And
which
at
day did
first,
you go to the Mariners?
I did not, because Saturday I didn't. What did I do Saturday? I don't even remember what we did Saturday after the wedding.
I think you got fucked up at the wedding, and then
Well,
you were
see,
like dead.
I didn't even. So the thing is, at the wedding, I drank more all of the days.
Oh, I have seen this. It was a commercial.
Like
for
on the
Nike.
wedding day, I had like maybe like 12, 14 beers.
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. So I wasn't even drunk.
Mhm.
And it was all like Dos Equis.
Oh, so,
like
it was light beer.
light
So
beer.
it's like Coors Light.
yeah, exactly. So but also because I was like the, what do you call the person in charge?
The
Like I made
officiant.
I made all the announcements and stuff like that. I was like, I don't want to get super fucked up. And
And
say
then you got
something.
super fucked up.
But then Saturday we watched the fight Saturday. I know that.
Oh yeah.
cousin, my brother-in-law's cousin David invited us all over, and we were all
David.
just standing around. There was like 5 Davids in the house at the same time, and
Dude,
and all of their wives or significant others. So every time someone said babe, all like either said babe or Dave, like 5 different people, like, yeah,
8
what's
guys,
up?
yeah.
Hmm.
Same thing happens at my in-laws barbecue. There's a bunch of Mikes and Pete's. So it's like yeah, so I was hanging out with Uncle Mike, I guess. And she's like, wait, which Uncle Mike? I'm like, that one over there. She's like, no, that's Uncle Pete. I'm like, I thought that was Uncle Pete. She's like, no, that's Uncle Mike. God damn it.
Mike's and Pete's would be a good name for a band.
Mike's. I like it actually. Yeah.
Right?
We're Mike's and Pete's. We're here to kick your ass. Apparently, Lemmy is the front man.
And he eats mushy peas.
Beans and toast.
Have you ever seen that picture of the I can't remember which soccer or football team it is in England, but they're talking about stadium food, and it's like French fries with mushy peas on it and then brown gravy. And they're just like, nothing beats stadium food in England.
Why are the British the way that they are?
Like, what was that joke?
Everything is better than stadium food in
There's
England.
Okay, I got a joke. I think I have it in my head. This chick was talking. She was like, man, you know what my first soccer game and losing my virginity have in common? There was a lot of blood, and at least my dad came.
I heard that joke today too.
God damn it. Oh.
I was battered, bruised, and there was a lot of blood, but at least my dad came.
There you go. Yeah, I think that was on TikTok.
Yeah.
I may have sent it to you.
You may have. Or I may have sent it to you. I don't know which one.
No, I think I sent it because I was looking for bad jokes to tell, like when I was playing Call of Duty the other night.
Cinderella, you just need to learn the 7-minute Norm joke.
Oh yeah.
Or actually, you know,
I can do the moth one.
Yeah, the moth one's a good one. That's a 7-minute joke. Have you heard about the professor that I talked about the professor of logic the other day?
I mean, I know it. I know the joke.
Dave, have you heard about?
I'm gonna have to bleep this. Okay, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, you might just go ahead and turn this off right now.
No, tell it. It's good.
All right.
This is
So the other day I was heading down to the bus stop. This is before I got my car back from my dad, and there was a guy standing down there, and he had one of those briefcases, one of those leather like satchels, and it had Seattle University like embroidered on it. I was like, oh, what do you do down there at old Seattle University? And he says, well, I'm a professor of logic. And I'm like, oh, logic, huh? Well, what does that mean? And he's like, well, I can't really as much show it to you or explain it to you as I can show it to you. So let me just say, do you have a wife? Or excuse me, let me back that up. I said, do you have a dog? I was like, yeah, I have a dog. He's like, if you have a dog, that probably means you have a home. I was like, yeah, I've got a home. It's like, typically guys don't just get dogs by themselves, so you probably got married. Yeah, I'm married. It's pretty sharp so far. And he's like, you get married, you probably have a couple kids, huh? Yeah, I got a couple of kids. It's like, so I can ascertain by everything that I've said here that you are probably a heterosexual male. And oh my God, doctor, that's amazing. So, we get on the bus. He gets off when he gets to Seattle U. I'm still headed into town because I'm going to go buy some bobbleheads from a guy. And I get there to meet him. And I was like, man, I just had the most interesting conversation with this guy that works over Seattle U in the logic department. And he's like, logic? He's like, what in the world is logic? And I said, well, I can't so much, tell you as I can explain it to you. And he's like, okay, well, we'll go ahead. I'm like, well, do you have a dog? And he says, no. I said, well, that probably means you're a
1942.
Oh, that's good.
That's my first F-bomb since I swore it off.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna have to save that one up in the old noggin for
Oh,
good.
it's so fun. You got to hear Norm tell it. It's so.
Oh yeah, his delivery is so much better
Oh,
than
yeah.
mine, but
Well, he's obviously practiced it, but
yeah, it's his joke.
so good. Well, you must be.
Hey, you're just too tense. If you're so busy, well, why don't you have some of this? Is that what I think it is? Do you think it's cocaine?
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, we were doing something for the wedding. Oh no, we were cleaning up the kitchen and I found a sack with just flour in it. And I hold it up. I was like, "Hey, is this for the wedding?" And everyone's like looking around. And my sister and my mom know, but they don't say anything because they're not really paying attention. And I was like,
Everybody's like tapping their sides and their
right? They're
pockets
just
and shit.
I was like, so I just open it up and I just stick my pinky in it. Nope, that's just flour. We made biscuits the other day.
Oh, old biscuit flour. Classic.
Classic biscuit flour.
My dad actually was involved with the pizza place. You may remember Stepino's Pizza in Springfield.
Yeah.
So he was there at the ground floor when it was still like sharing a building with Mohawk Video. And he bought into it because he got settlement for getting run over by a truck. And so he's in there flipping pizzas and shit. And he goes to do inventory on the flour, and there's way more flour than they should have. And so he realized he needed to cash out.
Yeah.
After taking 4 sacks.
4 sacks of it's like when I found 50 grand the other day. I took that 30 grand right to the police so they could tell people that 10 grand had been discovered.
Makes sense.
Oh, speaking of cocaine, have you watched the Shark Week?
Cocaine Shark?
The Cocaine Sharks thing?
No, is it good?
It's just like any other Shark Week show. It's got a really cool name, and then all it is them doing tests on sharks.
Gotcha.
But not actually using cocaine like I would assume you would just do.
Yeah, they're like, let's just inject the shark with some cocaine. Right.
Well, so the idea is
sounds a terrible idea.
Of the Gulf is they have reports of, how they fly a plane, drop some coke in bales. They call them
allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
I mean, who's to say?
What do they call them? Squared groupers is what they call it down there. Is the slang for?
I've never heard that, but
never heard that one. They said it in the show. They call it.
I must have not caught it.
They only said it like twice in the first like 10 or 15 minutes of it.
Okay. Because I was watching like this, like.
But so they run some tests where they do this. This guy makes this.
They do this guy
fish powder, and they bale it up, put it in bricks like it's cocaine, and then drop it in the water and cut it open and see if the sharks will go crazy over it. And the whole time I'm like, just use cocaine.
Right.
Call the government and say, hey, we're running some tests. We need to see if sharks love cocaine.
Can we get some of that cocaine y'all got sitting around?
I swear, I just want to see if the sharks like cocaine.
You have some in Los Angeles, right? At the FBI office? We'll just go and get it. Oh, you've already turned it into crack. I see.
Yes. And then redistributed it? All right.
Ah, shit.
They would never. How dare you?
How dare they? It's the Reagan years all over again.
All right. So what do we have to talk about today? I wrote things down.
Talk about do we talk about my interviews?
We can talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got more interviews?
I have an interview story. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the one you missed, right? You missed an interview and she's
yeah. Well, that one just went normal, and I want to hire that guy because he's a reasonably good worker.
Oh, you're hiring people.
Yeah, I interview people.
Better.
I'm the fucking man, dude. I told you there isn't a person in 2 states that can tell me shit.
I was thinking you meant you were going on more interviews.
Light bulb.
Yep.
No, like
I was thinking for a second. I was like, did I miss something?
I'm exploiting the fuck out of this job at least until the end of football.
Eugene Warehouse.
Who's to say?
Make a Eugene Warehouse.
Who's to say?
And then you become regional manager.
And I'll be assistant to the regional manager.
I'm in charge of hiring.
See, you get that Eugene Warehouse, then you hire Bales.
Yep.
I think
Then-
Bales is happy at Kids Sports.
Then you get Alex to be your delivery guy. I think that was his name. That was his name, right?
The guy who
Alex?
used to be on the show.
Yeah. Not Ben,
No, Ben shows up every once in a while.
when asked.
Yeah.
But so I wrote down Oppenheimer. Obviously, I got things to say about that.
Yeah, I want to hear
dude,
that.
Kenner was there. Like I'm
No
sitting there
shit.
watching it, and I'm sitting there where I always sit in that very like the handicap row because I can't stretch out my knees or my shit knee somewhere else. And like 15, 20 minutes into the movie, like a guy walks in front of me, and I was like, that guy looked like Kenner. And he comes back by, and he like stares at me, and he's like, hey.
You're like, hey, sit down. We're learning about how we
can
blew up the
talk about
Japanese.
The Pac-12, soon to be non-existent.
The Pac not.
Right. And then Scrub Fest. There's always things to talk about Scrub Fest. And the wedding recap. Obviously,
Yeah,
that's
recap.
Dave's.
Arizona stories.
We got a lot, and then our
Got some stuff.
typical digressions.
Right. So I mean, that's more than we won't
Probably
get
won't
to.
even get through all
That's
of it.
that's more than we usually come into a show
Guarantee. Well, like even if we have like 3 things written down, if we get to all 3 of them, it's amazing.
Mhm.
Because we almost always like.
Well, this reminds me of that. Yeah.
Right.
Which is
Like-
the beauty of this show. When someone asked me like, well, what's your podcast about? I'm like, honestly, it's an excuse for me to talk to my friends for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like we have like 20 people that listen to it, and that's cool, but like it's really just an excuse to talk to Robin and Dave for an hour and a
We're
half.
just catching up on
Yeah.
shit that's happening.
This is my Hank Mardukas call, is what it is.
My best friend, Hank Marduk.
Hank Mardukas. I talk to these guys for an hour and a half every week. I have for 6 years. Like, yeah, you are my best friend. And Hank Mardukas.
This is episode 287, so yeah, it's
Dang. That's about, I mean, we've missed probably 13 episodes over the course of 6 years, would you say? Probably not even that many.
maybe. Usually, I mean, like we missed 1 last year and 2 the year before that, and I don't remember before that.
I think like season 2 we went 50 episodes. The season 3 we went like 45.
So that's 5.5 years of weekly episodes right there.
That's yeah.
It's pretty good.
Hey, those
I was
are
having
guys, people.
I was having this discussion the other day. I was just like,
Give it 8.
I've been doing this every week for 6 years. I think, it's what time it is.
Exactly.
I had a friend, she asked about the show, and I put her
Liar.
onto it. She started listening. And she's like, I
Further
thought you were
changing our tilting our female led demographic. We got so many we have
anyway,
more chicks that listen to this show than dudes.
But she said she was listening, and she's like, I thought you said you were on the show. I was like, did you start from the beginning? She's like, yeah. I was like, no, I'm not there for a few years.
All right, man.
Hey,
Are you ready for a good ass show?
Yeah.
yes.
Cool. Oh, by the way, Dave, Ben complained that you're too quiet, so speak up a little bit this week, yeah?
Okay.
Or move your mic
Well,
closer to your
Yeah,
face.
see, he's got the mic like out here.
What we're doing this week.
That's why I've got mine sitting right here so I can actually be heard.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Ben. You're all the way in the back of my throat.
Oh, that's what she said.
Not to me.
All
Dave's never tickled a tonsil in his life.
right, here we are.
Bitch, I've seen you eat cereal with a big spoon.
Again, it's another edition. It's another episode of my show, and he's already been running his mouth and already been, using that cock holster for his microphone.
But
Is It's Dane.
I'm still stuck on cock holster. Don't call me old 6-shooter Dave for nothing.
Yeah, over there running your dick liquor.
Anyways,
I mean,
and over here to my right, or front, he's in front of me, over there.
But
It looks like he's there, on there. It's old butt cunt, Robin.
I tell you what, you ain't never seen so much butt cunt in your damn life. Hey, anyway, yeah, hi, I am Robin. And then one more time, Hoop Snake. Where's he at? He's not even looking. He's over there. It's that guy. It's Jake.
It's me. It's One Take Jake back in the saddle again. And I also forgot something else we could talk about. Rob Van Dam showed up on wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to wrestle next week. That's it. There you go. He showed up, he went, and then he tried to kick, and then he went to kick Luke Perry's kid in the head, and Luke Perry's kid ducked, and he tried to throw a chair at him, and he missed.
90210's Luke Perry? Or
yeah, the very same, the dead one.
Wait, he's dead?
Yeah, Luke Perry's been dead.
Oh, hey.
Oh well, I get
didn't even know he
Luke
was
Perry, Luke Evans, and then there's a handful of dudes that I get mixed up in Hollywood. That
you usually get mixed up with a handful of dude.
Luke Skywalker.
I like to take showers.
Luke and Lube.
Lube Skywalker.
Lube Skywalker.
Yep. Writing that down.
Lube Skywalker.
Oh man.
If I were to write Star Wars, that would be the name of my titular.
Ooh, we should do that someday.
Star Wars?
Star Wars porn names.
We can do it right now.
Yeah, I mean we're already here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not doing it right now.
I'm surprised we're not doing Star Wars.
We already got Lube Skywalker.
Lube Skyfucker.
Lube Skyfucker.
Boba Fett fetish. Or Boba Fetish.
I mean, Han Solo is already one by himself.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a
right.
dude
Yeah.
that masturbates to the camera.
He just looked at him.
Yeah.
It's Hand Solo.
Shoot back shots.
Princess Lainey.
Shoot back shots.
Shoot back shots.
And then Jabba the Slut.
Jabba the Slut.
We already had one of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were talking about her earlier.
I don't know what Princess Leia's name would be, but it would be her, then Darth Vader, and then all of the dark troopers around her.
It's Princess Lainey.
Yeah.
Hype her. Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
We're running out of steam real quick.
Yeah, we're running out of steam on this one.
All the names are too spacey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was trying to do something Lando Calrissian. There's not a lot you can do with that. I was too,
and I was like, yeah, that's a tough one.
Remember Qui-Gon Jinn? It's not a porn name, but that's what I just thought of it.
And
then instead of Greedo, you get Quifo, and that's not.
Quifo, that would be really fun.
Quifo. He shoots first.
Wait, CP3PO? And then it's just
He's just a giant vibrator.
Yeah.
That's rolling around on wheels.
Wait, DP3PO.
DP3PO.
A good one. Yeah, those are tough. Maybe we should make a list. Maybe I'll work on it. Maybe there already is. Let's look up the old interwebs.
List of good Star Wars porn names.
Yeah.
Well, while you're looking that up, let me tell you about my experiences this week. Adventures in interviewing. Thank you.
I like it.
I just wanted to leave some silence so that Rob
Admiral
can put in some music.
Wackbar. Luke Skywalker.
That's pretty good.
Boba Fetish. Han Solo. We got some of these that they're like Jabba the Slut. C3P Ho.
Mine was better.
I like the DP one better.
And then the rest of them are all just terrible ones.
they're all like super obscure, like the blue girl's name, Twi'lek from whatever.
And then I
Twi'lek my balls.
accidentally opened Reddit and
And now
couldn't close it.
and now there's a bunch of
You gotta
blurred
close
images on your
Well,
screen,
folks, Robin's gonna be going down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories
do
now.
my
so
own
to speak.
hand
Yeah, it's
scan.
not the conspiracy series that the rabbit hole he's going down. It's blurred images.
Well, I can give you the blue pill, and you take that, and you wake up in the morning, and your life stays the same. Or you take the red pill, and you can see how far your butthole goes.
What the fuck? You gonna tell me?
That is hilarious.
That's a good one.
Make sure you guys check out the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Remember,
Try that in
So
small-
for a while
I don't even know how
there-
the song goes. I just assume that's how it goes. Try that in a small town.
do you remember for a while there, like this was like 8 years ago or something on the internet? There's always the people would make the memes that said people want to do like you want to be a soldier, but you don't want to do what soldiers do or something like that.
Sure.
Well, my dad had posted one, and it was like everyone wants to be a soldier, but no one wants to be a soldier kind of thing. Where it's
Mhm.
one guy like he's all kitted out like he's ready for war, and then the next picture shows a guy with a 200-pound pack walking 26 miles.
Mhm.
So I made one, and it says everyone wants to be in the Navy, and I did the Navy SEAL thing,
Oh,
and then it said until it's time to do Navy things, and I used a gay porn with some guys wearing like a crop top Cracker Jack, and I posted that on my dad's comments. And he's like, "What?"
It's just this picture.
Yeah, right. I probably have it somewhere. I'll send it to you guys when I find it.
That's
But
awesome.
my dad was just like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "Why not?
Because it's funny.
Because it's the Navy and it's gay."
Because bigger than a regular hat. That's why.
That's funny.
Because I was in the Navy for 4 years and I had 5 different uniform changes. Like we had spring collections coming out. All right. It's already the gay branch, and now you have to have a fashion show every fucking year and a half.
Oh wow.
Here we go. Now we're gonna come out with the white hats. Everybody, make sure you don't look like popcorn when you walk.
So anyway,
Dave,
back
do
to
you
your
see how
story
Dave
of
didn't have
affinity.
shit to say there?
Like, no, you're not wrong.
Not wrong. I
Never
thought I
wrong.
had something, but it was just to basically like
Just another joke.
reiterate.
Be like, you know what? Shut up.
No, it is. It's ridiculous. Like I went to boot camp and they issued me my uniforms. I get out of boot camp and I have to go buy new uniforms because we're changing out of these uniforms to get a new. But don't
Wait,
throw
you have
those
to
away.
Wait, hold on. Run that by me again. You have to buy your uniform when you're in the army.
Yeah. Well,
Navy?
they give you a yearly stipend for uniforms, but it doesn't always cover when they do a uniform change. So
And you get in
just like
trouble
running
if
around,
you aren't
see me
wearing
running
the
around
right
some
shit.
old ass camo. Like,
yeah. So like when you go to
Still
boot
not
camp,
seeing-
they give you like back in the day they would just give you sea bag full of stuff. Nowadays you go down the line, they hand you
I
everything.
did it a sea bag once.
Hey, we were just talking about her.
Heyo, Jabba the Slut.
That's the name of this episode.
Um,
He's like,
But-
yeah.
but so basically while you're in boot camp, you're getting paid to be there, but they're also taking money out to pay for the stuff that they gave you. Yep.
Yeah.
That's,
That's-
that's,
that's what
that's
they
like
do.
that's just giving you stuff with extra steps.
Yep, pretty much. So like, hey, you're gonna work for the
Nobody
stuff.
said our government is efficient.
No. Actually, in fact, that's why they want to privatize everything, because then it would actually
Yeah.
be efficient.
It might be, yeah. Then we end up like Russia.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
we're
yeah,
like,
well.
we're annexing Chihuahua. Like, why? Like, it's part of America.
Ugh.
No, it's not. It is
Hey,
now.
you know Baja California, I want
That
that. Give it to me.
is.
It has California in the name. It should be
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ours. We're taking it back. It's cool. We're taking it back.
Hey, Mexico. Hey, Mexico, since you keep sending so much people, we're gonna take Mexico too. We're all here.
Yeah, what would happen if we just were like, you know what? Mexico is now America South.
I mean, in that sort of act of aggression, we would no doubt have everybody in the world against us, because this would be everybody else's chance to fight America.
What if we pretend we're the Big Ten and we're inviting Mexico,
To-
aka
yeah.
USC and UCLA?
Well, the problem is that
Into our conference.
we also have to add Puerto Rico, and they're not adding any value to the conference like Oregon State.
Yeah, we already have one, so yes, that's
Yeah.
perfect. This analogy is perfect.
This is exactly.
Bring
adding
in Canada, Washington and Washington State.
Yeah, there we go.
And,
We can get Cuba,
then we can
Florida
drive
State.
straight to Alaska without having to go out of the country.
How do they regulate that? So let's say you wanted to travel to Alaska, but you don't have
passport.
You have to have a passport to travel to Alaska.
To go to, because you have to enter Canada, and then to get back into America, which is Alaska, you have to have your passport. Didn't used to until Bin Laden came along.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Asshole.
There's a lot of weird
asshole.
I'm glad he
kills thousands.
Oh, did you see? I saw something earlier today. I meant to send it to you, but it was like one of those things that loaded, and then as soon as I touched my screen, it reloaded again, and I lost it, and I didn't even see who it was. But it was talking about Bin Laden's niece is on TikTok. There you go. I don't know if she's hoeing or not, but I feel like that'd be, against Islam.
Jake, I found this thing earlier. The iFlipper, it's like the Flipper Zero, but connects to your phone instead of needing a whole box.
Oh.
And then it has the IR thing, and then you just use your phone. It's only $25. I think I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, why would you pay for the box?
Yeah. Never pay for box.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that Finding the Line thing I sent you?
You sure did. Sure did.
Oh, that made me laugh. It made me laugh and think about our conversation.
Dave, Finding the Line deep.
Finding the Line.
Bin Laden's niece shares her love for America and former President Donald Trump.
What? That's even crazier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be Bin Laden's niece being a hoe on TikTok.
Her name is Noor, like door with an N, Bin Laden. So if you want to look that up.
Like Noor Bin Laden. Imagine like
a newer Bin Laden.
The newer Bin Laden.
The Gen Z Bin Laden.
Gen Z
I'm not
Laden.
going to blow up your buildings. I'm just going to blow up your mind.
She's going to blow up your TikTok is what she's going to do.
I'm not going to blow up your buildings. I'm just going to sit here and complain.
Oh, that would be a great video for her. She's like, I'm not here to blow up buildings. I'm here to blow up on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she sounds exactly like that.
I bet she gives bomb brain.
She only uses Pop Rocks to give blowjobs.
72.
And she only likes to blow two guys at the same time, but she makes them lay side by side so they're both up. She's like, these are my twin towers.
Yeah.
Intercepted. Like a Russian missile.
So anyways, it's good having the show with you guys.
Weren't you talking about interviews and then
I was
somehow
about
we
to,
got
and
to
then...
Bin Laden's niece and
from interviewing to Bin Laden's niece. So I'm in charge of shit, and like I have to decide who's gonna work for me now, which is interesting. And but it's a lot of fun getting to decide now who gets to have a job and who doesn't. And like I realized part of the way through this process why my resume stands out so much in the field I'm in. It's because I can put together sentences.
Yep.
I've read some resumes that, gentlemen, have somebody look over your resume. Just that's all I'm gonna say.
But not you, ladies. Stay at home. Make some sandwiches.
Well, I haven't seen any ladies' resumes, so I can't speak to the ladies. But as of right now, gentlemen, you got some work to do. You need to learn how to write a sentence with a subject and a predicate. I got through that sentence like a subject and a predicate.
Yep.
Anyway, talking to this dude, the name will be redacted.
Call him Steve.
His name is Noor.
His name is Noor Bin Laden. And I'm just for the sake of the group chat, I'm gonna send it in the old group chat, one of many I'm in, and just show you what happens when you Google search this gentleman.
Oh boy,
more like Noor Bin Laden.
So I talked to this guy. He's very excited. Ready to work, very eager to be a member of a team. Green flags after green flag, but then I asked him, I'm like, so where you been the last few years? Like, what's been going on? And he's like, well, I've been taking care of my grandma ever since my grandpa died for the past 4 years, and I'm just looking to get back into the workforce now. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, what'd you do before that? He's like, oh, I played semi-pro soccer in Spain. Spain.
Spain.
And I was like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. I'm going to look you up. So I Google him. And when you Google this individual,
I mean,
what
when
the
you go to the first link, it reminds me of some of the guys I know.
did you go to images?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I
Yeah.
did.
This is telling me I have to be 18 to enter.
Yeah,
Yep.
just do it.
Just do it. It's worth it.
It's worth,
I'm gonna see
worth
someone's
your
dick.
time.
No, you did that last
Oh
week.
yeah, I saw. Yep. Okay. What's up, guy?
Dana's got some cousins that remind me of this guy.
Dana's got some exes that remind me of this guy.
Also, yes, very much. Yes.
Hey, so remember, the information that you've received to this point is that he spent the last 4 years taking care of his grandparents because one of them's dead now. Hey, I've been locked up for 8 years now and have about 40 days left. Just wanted to get on this website before I get out and try something new. I have big plans when I get out, and I want a woman that knows what she wants. If you're interested in talking and getting to know my long journey and where I come from, then send me a letter or create an account through gettingout.com. I speak 4 languages and love to work out and travel, and here's my Instagram. This man was incarcerated for the last 8 years for attempted armed burglary with a firearm, unlawful use of a motor vehicle, and identity theft and
that is
burglary.
not a joke, Jim.
That. So I sent, I'm going through, and my recruiter says, what do you think of this guy? I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I liked him. He was pretty good. And so I sent off. I'm like, here are my notes, here are my findings. And then like 2 minutes later, I decided to Google him. I was like, let's see what this guy did in Spain playing soccer. That's kind of cool. And then all the hey, guess what? I've been in prison shows up. And so I say, hey, you know how I gave all this big endorsement for this guy?
Rescind.
I take it back. I take it all back. It's like, why? I said, Google him. just Google him.
I was gonna say I can make a phone call and find out what kind of inmate he was.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
But he's like, when I get out, like I want to start a youth soccer league. I'm like, yeah, a violent felon hanging out with kids. That's what you're not Lawrence Taylor. You can't just be like, yeah, I played in the NFL. You're this Joe Neckbone wearing a fake Richard Mille watch, like posing in front of a Volkswagen Jetta.
I think it said he was 23, right?
Yeah.
-8 is how old?
15.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which means because he was 15, he probably got a lighter sentence, which means what he did was probably way worse.
Yeah, considering he got 8 years at age 15,
that means you fucked up.
Like Oregon, yeah, like it had to have been a Title IX crime.
And it might have been, you might be able to go back because he may have been 14 at the time. It takes a while for trials to go on and all that. So
naturally,
you could probably find the story. In fact, probably well later.
Yep.
Yeah, I've already found like pictures of him like out fishing as part of the like, oh, here's these guys out fishing under shotgun watch. And like I saw that picture, so I can confirm that he was in fact an inmate.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so I said, yeah, not that guy, but these other 2 are cool. I hope they don't have felonies.
I'm sure you Googled them afterwards, right?
I Google everybody now.
Yep. I just took a screenshot of that. I'm gonna send it to a few buddies.
Say, hey, you know this guy?
I just want to know now. I just want to know
That's
now.
awesome.
Hey, and that's just proof, kids. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll find out
Wow.
what kind of inmate he was.
like, hey, because he was in Oregon,
Right.
so it was in Multnomah. So and like
Lake Oswego. So
he looks like a Laco kid, yeah.
he does.
He does. He absolutely does.
Yeah.
God damn Justin Bieber wannabe looking. Like if you go through his pictures, he's gone through all the Justin Bieber phases too.
He's got the
Yep.
neck tattoo and everything.
He's like, I'm a pretty boy, but I'm kind of hard. Hold on, now I'm getting harder. Check out my cornrows.
Yeah. And now that I realize that he's got the prison buzz,
Oh yeah.
I was like, and
Oh, wait,
everything's falling into place all of a sudden.
Not cornrows. It looks like he's got a ponytail.
Oh,
That's
boy.
probably a man bun ponytail, because he did play soccer in Europe, so
Oh,
It's his
right.
Selly's handle is what it is.
That seems more realistic.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, I didn't actually, come to think of it, I didn't see anything about him playing soccer.
Yeah. Like if you're playing soccer in Spain, like you're probably getting paid, or you have
Oh
a
my
job while you're
God.
there too.
He's gonna go back to jail,
Oh.
because I scrolled down and it says this gentleman is in the residential remodelers industry and has a 8,977 PPP loan from Harvest Small Business Finance. He did the ghetto hustle on the PPP loan and kept it at the number that's just below where they check. If anybody looks into this, he's going right back to federal pound me in the ass prison.
Wow.
This guy is not smart.
Jeez.
I try to look street hard when you're out here doing white collar crimes.
White, yeah, and being sloppy.
White crime.
White crime. Like sloppy white crime. And like it's weird too how he would say, like, all of a sudden things start lining up differently when
Right.
new evidence comes in.
Yep.
He's like, oh yeah, like my mom's got a lot of money, so I haven't really had to worry about a place to stay for a while. I was like, okay.
Huh. Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, how much are you looking to make at this job? Like, tell me your wage demands. He's like, just anything, man, like any number. I'm like, so one.
He pulls
Like,
out a gun and says all of it.
well, that's why I do it on Zoom. That's why I do it on Zoom, not Boom.
Eh.
But
Clack,
clack clack. But
Boom is the terrorist network.
that's where Keely Bin Laden is.
We've been lost.
She's on Boom. She's like, get on my Boom chat. Anyway,
What is? Did you see that meme? It was like a picture of the Zoom offices, and they're like, "Why does Zoom have offices?"
it seems incredibly hypocritical for Zoom to have an
Right?
office. Like, what would you do if you had a meeting? Like, would you have a face-to-face meeting at Zoom?
No,
That
everybody
seems-
goes to their own office, and they sit there on Zoom like this, and
They do what Robin and I are doing. We're just
yeah, we're
7
like,
feet away.
but
That
Hey,
was
Lizzie over there.
we need to be on the computer.
that was one of the dumbest things, like during the pandemic when I was working for the election office. We had like our morning meeting. And then
Schools, dude,
yeah.
same.
Well, we sat down at our station and like put headphones on and then turned and looked at the person talking to us into our ears. I'm like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this.
Oh, we didn't do that. But we were all in our own space doing meetings. It's convenient though when the teacher or the principal want to do like the what is this called? Staff meetings. Because then we don't have to actually be there, and I don't actually have to pay attention. I just put a picture of myself up and then just do whatever. And you're like, oh, Robin looks like he's busy.
Yeah, Robin's over here working.
Yeah, with my Xbox controller sitting there.
That's how I do my classes sometimes on Zoom.
Yeah.
That's how everyone does their classes on Zoom. You just have to show up, like change your name to connecting, and then don't turn on your screen.
That's a good idea.
When I did my UPS orientation, they made it a point to say, make sure you're wearing pants. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not wearing pants.
No, your dick will come out.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta wear pants.
Gotta wear pants.
If I don't wear pants, then I know my dick's already out, so I'll be more conscious about it.
That's fair.
You would
That
think.
makes sense. A person might think that.
One would think.
God damn it.
One might think you're always conscious of where your penis is. Sometimes you're not.
Sometimes
There's
you're not.
been a few times I wasn't conscious where my penis was, and then like I had to go get a shot afterwards.
Then
but,
you came conscious later
yeah.
after.
I was like, oh shit.
God damn it! Not again.
Yeah.
You fuck.
Where did you come from?
And why? I finished Ted Lasso. Oh, what the shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was
I
good.
need to go back and watch it again. It was good.
It was probably one of the best series wrap-ups I have ever seen.
Yep, everyone got basically what they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the fact that they did it in only 3 seasons both helps that and kind of makes it dumb because you only have 3 seasons worth of stuff to wrap up.
Yeah.
So that's easy. But it's also only 3 seasons. Like I would have loved for it to continue.
Yeah, you need to have a little bit, some stories that continue on, and like I liked Roy being the coach. I thought that was a nice little whistle.
Let's go, baby!
I like that. The little things, there were just little things that they could have wrapped up a little bit differently. Like for instance, Rebecca just discovering that the pilot from the Netherlands just happened to be there right then at that time.
Right.
She was already at the airport. Why not just have her get on a flight and go to the Netherlands?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like she goes to meet him, and this little girl comes running out, like, "Who are you?" Same thing, right?
Right.
Only she's going to where he is.
But yeah,
instead
a little
of the
bit more
happenstance
effort
moment.
other than a random
Surprise!
coincidence. Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay, I get that. I like it. I
Nope.
do like the Ted Lasso and his ex-wife, and I can't remember her name, but her and the doctor breaking up, and he doesn't know about it, but then he finds out about it.
I like the way that it got like translated through him not liking the soccer match. Like he basically got dumped during the soccer match, and it was really fun to watch that.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, actually, you're right. That part was. I was like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all. He's
No.
there. Yeah. The only other one that bothered me was Adesanya. That guy definitely would still be ruining his life.
Yeah.
Like, he would probably be trying even harder to ruin his life. Like, he would not have let him on the Nigerian team. Happy ending. I was like, oh yeah, all right. He got on there. Then like a half hour later, I was like, wait a minute, that guy's still alive.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Just because his league didn't live doesn't mean that he's not still rich as hell.
Yeah, still fucking over.
I do like that they left it open for spin-offs.
Yep.
Like
absolutely.
there will definitely be like a Keeley episode or Keeley show or maybe it might be Roy Kent. It might because maybe he coaches the girls team. Imagine Roy Kent coaching the girls soccer.
Whistle!
There's no crying in soccer.
And Beard is still around.
Yeah.
Actually, I could see Beard taking over for the women. Like
Beard
was the women's coach.
That would be good too. What if they got so maybe Nate takes over. Well, no, they got Nate.
Nate can be assistant coach anywhere.
But what if like Danny Rojas' 2 girlfriends are also on that soccer team? So now you have.
That's funny.
Because football is life.
Football is life.
I say that every time I shoot the ball with Danny Rojas when I'm playing FIFA. Every single time, I'm just like, football is life.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
Football is life. Wait, are they in the FIFA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can
remember. Like
if you
the day it came out, Dave was playing and I'm sitting there commentating and he's saying shit and we were recording TikToks when it came out.
I forgot.
So if you go to the game and then you start a career as a owner, then you can change out a team in any league with a created team, but they have a
preset like AFC Richmond.
Yeah, they have a preset AFC Richmond that you can select. And all I did was selected one of the worst teams in the lowest league in England, and I was like, I'm just gonna take AFC Richmond all the way to the top.
Burnley's gone. Let's go AFC Richmond.
Yeah, I can't remember who I got rid of, but I was like, I just picked the worst team I could think of, and I saw and just replaced them. But yeah, it's pretty. It makes the game more fun for me.
It was fun
because I'm like,
yeah,
cool. It's AFC Richmond, and I get to like I got a free kick one time, and I was like, I'm putting McAdoo in so he can kick it through the back of the net. He doesn't kick it through the back of the net. Actually, I didn't even score with him, but whatever.
Oh, hey.
I still haven't figured out free kicks on that game really. So
yeah, your angle is here. It's not. You're not shooting. Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to explain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easier for me to explain it to you than it is for me. What do you guys remember?
Your eyeball fell out, and I said, "Those are my mashed potatoes."
This is my mashed potatoes. Do you remember when like video games used to have Easter eggs in them that like the developers would put themselves in the game? Like Left Field. I remember Left Field specifically, like made their own basketball team in the Kobe Bryant and NBA courtside games, and you could play with Left Field.
I remember a few of those back when like the Sega Genesis. I remember those. They would have them on there, or I feel like NFL 2K had it.
NBA Jam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, remember when Bill and Hillary?
Yep. There were all sorts of secret ones on that one.
I saw a TikTok the other day about they were ranking the best fictional athletes in video games from when pro athletes like
John Dowd.
They would temporarily leave the union so that they couldn't be used in a video game, because Barry Bonds did that one year.
And John Dowd was born.
Yep.
The greatest hitter of all time.
Yeah. It was like everything's the same except he's white, and his name's John Dowd.
John Dowd.
I will say that nobody knows about this guy but me. He played college football for the University of Oregon from 2011 to 2014, and then went in the first round of the draft. His name was Gavin Foster, and he was the world's greatest cornerback I have ever seen. He averaged an interception a game, and just fantastic player. Had as many touchdowns as some teams in the conference did. Probably the most amazing play was he Joe Jurevicius'd it to himself, like tapped it up in the air and ran around and caught it and ran and scored. Greatest online video game player to ever live, Gavin Foster.
Same with that 6'5", 250-pound middle linebacker David Deaton.
Oh, that guy was
for the University of Oregon. I've tried playing video games and then inserted myself with my real dimensions.
It's not fun.
It's not like you can't have a 5'8" middle linebacker that's 200 pounds getting run over every single play. It's like my strength rating is 25.
See, I can throw a couple inches on and it's okay if I'm like, okay, yeah. What if I'm 6'3"? What if I'm 6'3", 240? Is that cool? And I'm like, yeah, that's reasonable size.
Do you remember Brendan Fraser on Bedazzled when he played the basketball player?
Yes.
That's what I picture. Like he was the creative player. I was like, oh look,
he's into his interview and he's just pouring sweat.
I played to win the game.
Played to win the game. You played to win the game.
That is a good movie. I want to watch that again. That's a funny one.
I feel like it. I get the feeling it doesn't hold up.
Probably not. Elizabeth Hurley's hot.
Oh, that made me think of Oppenheimer and fucking Florence Pugh's boobs. A bunch.
Are they in that?
Oh my god. I'm just sitting there like.
Who's Florence Pugh?
Pew pew pew.
Pew, pew.
You saw the Hawkeye show, right?
Yeah.
She's the Russian speaking chick. She's Black Widow's sister in the Marvel movies.
Yeah, she's kind of hot.
Yeah, she'd get it.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen it. Dude.
Explosive.
Good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like so I texted you guys like an hour and 15 into it, and I thought
that was a minute 15.
No, hour 15, and I'm like, Robert Downey Jr. is a good fucking actor. Like he steals the fucking movie, if you ask me. Like it's a Robert Downey Jr. movie. He plays. Yeah, exactly. He plays Robert.
He's the dude
Strauss?
playing the dude.
Exactly.
Be another
dude. Another dude. Yeah. Or what did I write down? I wrote down that. Oh, I freaked out when Oppenheimer met the real Heisenberg, and I was like, oh, it's not him. I was like, he's not knocking at all. That's him.
He's not knocking on
You
anything.
didn't make him say his name or anything.
Nobody said his name. They were
Yeah.
just
He's
like,
not
oh,
dangerous.
There's
Yeah.
that guy. He seems kind of normal. I guess the Germans are going to use him.
He might know science, but I mean, he seems reasonably nice.
I mean, he was a Nazi, but hey.
You know, I mean, there are good guys on both sides. That's what 45 told us.
God damn it.
I saw one of the dumbest TikToks the other, I think it was either today or yesterday, and it was some chick talking about Oppenheimer, and she was like, "Why is there no Japanese people in Oppenheimer? This is during World," and I was just like,
There's plenty of them right at the end.
Yeah,
And then
like,
there aren't there.
What do you want them to do? Be like, "Hey, what's up?"
They talked to. No, there was one. There's one. It's like a crumpled up body of like dust.
Of like dust.
Yeah.
I like
Like
how
I
there
say,
was
he was in a camp.
backlash. Do you guys remember when there was backlash from the Asian community about the Japanese being painted poorly in the Pearl Harbor movie?
No.
There was. It's like, well, it's kind of a story about how like he started a war with us.
I mean, you guys kind of fucking shit in the wrong bathtub, and we got mad.
You thought that was our only 8 boats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the movie, the music is very much a Christopher Nolan thing. Like he's got a lot of strings going on, and I noticed like 2.5 hours into the movie, I'm like, this movie seems like it's going by quick because the pacing is just like, it's very go, 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 go. And then once they drop the bombs, shocker, spoiler, whatever.
Spoiler alert.
Wait, hold on. They dropped the nuclear bombs?
I mean, I guess you don't see it on screen,
Ghosts.
but they allude to it. But like just the music and the pacing of it really makes it for a 3-hour movie. It goes by fast. Like I wasn't bored. I wasn't like ready to go. Florence Pugh's boobs showed up, and
Batman
that was
Damon.
nice. And she's like riding Oppenheimer, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
You're like, oh wait.
Hey,
I didn't know there was doing it in that movie.
yeah, there's doing it. It's Christopher Nolan's first time directing a sex scene, I think.
So he got deep penetrative, you know.
It was like, oh.
He's like, let me do some
his directorial cherry.
One of the other things
some guerrilla directing.
I noticed was like there's a lot of fucking famous people in that movie. I'm gonna just see if I can look them up on IMDb. But like, Righteous Gemstones. I forgot to talk about that. I think the season's over, by the way.
I'm watching that.
Because that show is fucking good.
I'm like 2 episodes into it.
I'm like 4.
Cillian Murphy, we know, and
Catch
then
up.
Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Alden. How do you say his name? Ehrenreich, I think it is. He's the guy who played Han Solo in the Solo movie. He's in it.
Oh yeah, you say that. Not Harrison Ford.
Yes. Jason Clarke, which is like, he's in. I don't know. If you look him up, you'll see he's in a bunch of shit.
Jason Clarke Duncan. That's Michael
Nope.
Clarke Duncan.
Nope. That's a different guy.
He's tired, boss.
I'm looking
He's dead.
looking through the names. They must be in like screen order or something, because this is not Josh Hartnett, which surprised me. I was like, he looks like a fat Josh Hartnett.
Sorry,
Turns
Josh
out it
Hartnett.
is.
We had some good laughs about Fat Matt Damon too.
Fat Damon.
Damon.
Over there. Like, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Then Dave said something about him bulking up like Ben Affleck.
Oh, I said he saw Ben Affleck get big for Batman, but didn't ask how he did it.
He's cultivating mass.
Yeah.
And then I said, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Born Again Fatty.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Oh, Jack Quaid's in it.
I thought you were about to say Jack Black, and I was like, what?
Well, he's the bomb.
Rami Malek's in
He's
it.
the fat boy.
Jack
Casey-
Black as the fat boy bomb.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that
hand it
was
roast.
awesome.
Call me. Ah, boom.
Casey Affleck's in it. I don't know, but anyway, there's just a lot of Gary
people,
Oldman's
it
in it.
sounds like.
Wait, Gary Oldman?
I'm still
I did
imagining-
not recognize Gary Oldman. He plays Harry Truman. I didn't recognize him.
Still imagining Jack Black as the Fat Boy Bomb.
Coming in, yeah!
Gonna drop a Hiroshima.
It's Jack Black and Kyle Goss as the bombs.
Yeah. Cal Gass is a guy flying the plane, and as he's like, and I say bombs away, and it's here we go. Tenacious D needs to rewrite the Oppenheimer as a musical.
Oh my god. Anyway,
By the way, speaking of funny things on the internet, Ben volunteered to be the guy on fire.
I'm in. I like it.
We just need someone who wants to walk for 4 hours.
I mean, if we just recorded walking around Autzen, can we just have Ben run by at some point on fire?
On fire. Yeah.
Awesome.
We could do that. Fred Meyer has 64 gig micro SD cards for $5 right now. So we could definitely get it all.
We can definitely get it all.
You get those for my Arizona snake hunting trip.
There you go. Oh yeah. What was your snake hunting idea?
Oh, okay. So Arizona has 15 different species of rattlesnakes.
Cool.
And I want to go find them all.
All right.
Also, this one guy.
Like give him a high five or what?
Yeah, like high two. Just fang him.
Fang him.
Fang him.
Fang him and bang him.
Fang him and bang him.
Yeah, I'll be like Creepier Dave, not Creepy Dave.
Hey, that's me, Creepier Dave. I'm here to
Creepier
Dave.
I'm gonna fuck this snake. No, because that's what I was wanting to do. So I was talking to this one guy who used to live on the reservation out there, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to go out. It's just too hot. Snakes aren't going to be out. And he's like, well, next time you come down during the fall or spring, I'll take you out. And so we were just talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I'll teach you how to skin them and how to, tan them and everything. I was like, well, I wasn't talking about killing them, but now I'm talking about killing them. I wanted to just go find them. I was like, but you want me to go kill some snakes and then get my own, like, tan the skins and everything? And I was like, hell yeah.
Having a hard time.
And keeping these rattlesnakes down.
It would be new boot goofing.
New boot goofing. But so yeah, that's my next Arizona trip. That's my idea. So I'm gonna go do some snake hunting.
I like it.
And Robin was joking about making it. He's like, oh, there's your new TikToks.
Yep.
Or just Dave. A YouTube channel.
Creepier Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Creepier Dave.
But the thing about me doing a snake show is because I absolutely hate snakes. So like every time you see a snake show, like you watch Animal Planet or something, like
well, it's the snake show.
Snake show. That'll be the intro. Jake saying that. But like you watch all these Animal Plants and they get so excited and they're so into it and they're like, oh, I love these snakes. They're such beautiful creatures. I hate snakes.
Every time he finds one, he's like, oh fuck, I hate these guys.
I'm gonna go in for it.
Let's stick a finger in his bum.
Right? So I feel like that would be a funnier and more relatable show because most people don't like snakes. I hate snakes, but I'm willing to go out there and fuck with them.
David Deaton, snake hater.
Snake hater.
Hate.
That could be a funny license plate.
Snake.
SNKH8R.
Yeah.
HTR.
H8R.
H8R. Yeah.
Yeah. Snake hater. Oh
like no, I hate snacks.
I hate snacks. I'm a snack.
Nope, that's not it.
I saw that fucking I'm a snake video, and because let me backtrack. I saw the I'm a snake guy on Cameo. I'm like, who's this fucking dweeb? And so I looked it up on the internet, and I'm like, this is it. This is what like. It's not old enough to be old internet funny. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like there's some shit from the old internet that's not funny anymore, but it's funny because we remember it from like the early internet, like Chocolate Rain. Chocolate Rain isn't funny anymore, but we'll still laugh at it because like, man, remember Chocolate Rain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Like, we can't even get
across the street the other day. Yeah, it was this dude. His name was Tay Zonde, and he did the song called Chocolate Rain, and like he would sing the song, and he would like move his head away from the microphone like this so he could breathe, so you wouldn't hear him breathe into the microphone. And like you said that, like caps on the thing is like, but he'd be like, chocolate rain made me cross the street the other day.
Well,
know what?
now I need to look it up.
Yep, we're doing it.
Oh, screen sharing time.
Screen sharing time. Who wants to see my wiener? Wait.
What?
Hey, that was last week's show.
Check the archives.
Check the archives.
Who's up next?
286.
KB Fallout while
You've
being
seen my nipples. Jake's dick. Robin, what do you got for us?
hemorrhoids.
Butthole. You got to step it up. Butthole.
If I get close enough, you won't be able to tell the difference. I'll just do this.
Ooh, that's loud.
Priceline. I don't know why Priceline.com just came into my head, but
I get the feeling. I wonder if there's no way that this could possibly get.
I got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Wait,
it's
the Black Guy Peas.
The Black Guy Peas.
Black Guy Peas.
Yeah.
It's your computer sound. All right, chocolate rain.
And
All right,
then after that, we got to hear Dave's wedding stories.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Well, we won't watch the whole 5 minutes, just enough to get a taste.
5 minutes. Share screen.
Did I not?
No.
Ah, fart. Technical Start sharing. I gotta hit that button. That's what. All right.
There we go.
Here we go. All right.
Some right.
Rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain. The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain.
Oh my God.
Prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain. Build a tent and say the world is dry.
I can't believe you've never seen this. Is like super old internet.
Never heard or seen this.
The song's actually a banger too. Chocolate rain.
He's talking out the wrong side of his mouth. Like he's going away from the mic. He's like good.
With your neighborhood insurance rates, chocolate rain.
Your neighborhood. Okay, I get it.
Us happy living in a gay chocolate rain.
He crossed the street the other day. I just wanted to get to that point so you knew I wasn't bullshitting.
I believe it. Oh, and then there's the apparently kid. I see him. And
apparently, never been on live TV before. Apparently,
wasn't that up in Seattle?
Is up this
the
way.
Apparently
I think so.
kid.
I don't know.
I think it was at the
like on Pike Street. Oh, okay.
Wallop. Pardon me.
Wallop.
Oh yeah.
You know how long it took me to say that when I lived up there?
Nope.
6.
Long time. Like a couple years.
So tell us about the wedding, Dave.
Well, let's see. The day of the wedding, I wrote my speech at 3 p.m. The wedding was at 5.
Excellent. Very well prepared.
I was like, you know what? I work best under pressure. It was a good time. They gave me a microphone so I didn't have to talk that loud because it was a pretty huge hallway, like hall ballroom.
Oh, I have a microphone.
Yeah. Oh, and I did say that because
so you listen to every word I have to say.
Yep. So I did the ceremony thing. You know, I started the wedding out with Princess Bride's wedding scene.
Oh.
I stare at my sister and I look at Ernie and I just look at her and I get this shit-eating grin on my face and she goes, Don't.
And
I'm just like, marriage.
See, you went there. I went with Dearly Beloved. We are gathered here today to get through this thing we call life.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we one of the thoughts we were doing. I talked to Robin about that. We were going to play that, and we were going to dub in my voice to say certain things, but we were trying to get it worked out. And then my nephew's girlfriend
voice just floating through the song.
My nephew's girlfriend was running the music and everything, and we're just and after a while we're like, nah, let's just go with I'll make something up and I'll talk instead. So I did the Princess Bride thing, and then I did the whole talking. I told a story about the first time I met Dorothy, first time I met Ernie. People didn't get to understand the first time I met Dorothy thing because she's my sister, so they think
Right.
that we've known each other our whole lives. But for you that don't know, I didn't know my sister till I was 6 years old because she stayed in the Philippines living with my Lola because she's my half sister and my dad couldn't claim her on immigration paperwork right away. So we do the thing, and then for the vows that I wrote for them, I told Dorothy for my sister, I was like, promise to love him through all the Dallas Cowboys losing seasons, and everyone had a good laugh because he's a big Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh man,
has been his whole life. And then for him, I was like, and promise to be as loyal to my sister as you are to that garbage team that you do every year. And a good laugh. And then at the end of it, I said, and by the power invested in me, I said, by the power of Grayskull in the state of Arizona, I'm now pronouncing my wife. Few people got that. So afterwards, we're sitting around taking pictures, and Ernie introduces me to one of his like
Ernie.
one of his one of his like lifelong friends that apparently my sister doesn't like too much.
Come meet this guy, Ernie.
So when I found out, I was like, all right, whatever, we'll see. But he's one of those guys that like he came up and shook my hand, and he did one of those like try to pull you in handshakes.
Hey, let me tell you something, brother.
And he's like, I just want you to know I was the first non-family brother, And I was just like, and I had the microphone, so I hold it up to my face, and I was like, yeah, but I'm the one that did the wedding.
I'm the one with the microphone.
Yeah.
Dave getting real.
Yeah, I was like, I have the microphone, so you'll listen to everything I have to say. So
Love stinks.
I spent the whole night holding the microphone, and every time they were looking for someone, I would just get on the mic and be like, Cynthia, where are you?
Hey yo.
This is
Survey time.
Wait, what was the name of?
That would have been good.
What was the name of Ron Burgundy's like makeup assistant? He's like,
makeup.
When he's yelling at her, Audrey.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, yeah, he does say Audrey when he's doing his warm-ups.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got all dark. It's getting that time of the year. You can't see me.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
I got a light.
Dark Dave over here.
He says, Audrey, get the children. Get the children. The house is on fire.
Not Black Dave. It's
Dark Black Dave.
Dark Dave. Hold on.
Oh, now it looks like you want to.
Now you look like Ray Stevens over there.
I was just.
She gave me money.
That's not Ray
Charles.
Whatever. Ray Charles.
I've heard it both ways.
Wait, what did I say?
I heard it both ways.
Ray Stevens, that was the crank caller, wasn't it?
He was, yeah. He had all sorts of prank or like parody songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Stevens is pretty funny.
I remember him from logging shows. My dad had tapes.
Dude, my dad had tapes of Jerry Clower. You ever listen to some old Jerry Clower?
I got some Jerry Clower.
I like to every once in a while I'll bust out an old Jerry Clower story, and people don't ever see it coming because it's they're
elaborate.
Oh yeah.
My dad used to have some Jerry Clower tapes too.
Jerry Clower was my dad put it on one day. He's like, here, listen to this. You're gonna love this guy. I'm like, and it was like some like you can call me Ray, you can call me Jay, but don't call me Johnson level of comedy. And I wasn't there yet.
Right.
And I'm just listening to this guy. I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? Like, why are we listening to this? And then just one day he put in the tape again, and it just came over me. He hit a punchline and just went, just like just that the same way that you can call me Ray, you can call me Jay, but you don't have to call me Johnson. It just hits. It just is funny.
That's funny, like you as a child and you listening to it later, because when my mom and I first came to the United States, we drove from Virginia to Oregon, and Dad, and I don't remember this is a story Dad's told. Obviously, I don't remember it. I was like 3 years old, but I guess Dad had put Jerry Clower into the tape deck into the car, and Mom couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Oh,
because she had just come to the U.S.
Yeah,
the accent.
Oh wow!
And I guess like years later, when they actually drove from Oregon to Tennessee, Dad saw a Jerry Clower CD at a truck stop, So he bought it and put it in, and I guess mom could not stop laughing the whole time.
Oh,
And it's
That's-
like years later,
Great.
you get it now.
that's awesome.
Now
That's-
that you've been around some white
That's
folk,
that's
normally.
the American way.
Yeah, this is how white folk actually talk.
Yeah.
So my car finally got repossessed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my car finally got repossessed.
Oh, because you had it parked where it broke down.
Well,
and then
no, because
pay
I
for
wanted
it?
to get I wanted to get repossessed because the transmission blew up, and I stopped giving a fuck, and I was upside down in it like $8,000, and they just
Mhm.
rebuilt the back end of it for $10,000, and fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
So I told him to come get it, and like I know that the guy thought he was fucking me over because he had the car like taken to Portland. He called a Portland tow company to come up and get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I know he thinks he's like fucking me over. Like I'm gonna have to do something extreme to go get the car, but I don't fucking care. Like I just want him to come get it, which he did. Now I can park in my spot again.
That's kind of
Well,
awesome.
And you just
Yeah.
have to wait 8 years and it goes away.
Well, I'm just gonna declare bankruptcy. It'll be fine.
All right.
I declare bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy! I didn't say it. I declared it.
Yes, exactly. Dude, I love how because you get your glasses on, Dave, I can see the reflection of the screen on the eyes, so I know where your eyes are.
I know where
It's
Dave
just
is.
two little white dots. It's just like the
Yeah, you
missile
need some
knows
sort
where
of-
it is.
Dave, you need some sort of lighting system over there. Some sort
Right,
of.
it's-
Well, he wasn't prepared. He didn't know.
I didn't realize it was going to get this dark so quick now.
I didn't
We're-
either.
We're getting to
don't-
that time of the year.
We're gonna have to start bringing lighting out.
That's crazy
I'll
because
fix it for
I
next
mean, it's wild. I mean, I guess I am quite a bit further up the road than you guys are because it's still reasonably daytime where I am.
Well, it doesn't help that we live in an actual valley
It's a
And-
Rio Valley.
and there's trees covering us, so like there's no light getting in here.
I got my dick out right now. You can't even tell.
I can't. And I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, don't stand up.
Wait, let's see if we can. Oh yeah, you can kind of see light. Like if you
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
put that back, like it's not dark.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just that.
If you look out towards civilization, like you can see it. but, like I probably wouldn't drive with my headlights on yet. I
Yeah,
might,
that's fair.
but I don't need them.
Yeah, I
put
don't
'em
need
on
them.
just to
They'll be
flex on
on
you.
because it's a new car.
It's
That
just
does it
it's
automatically.
just dark where we're at. Dark and
That's one thing
stormy.
that's one thing that always like I'm always taken aback by, and I always remark on it when I'm down in Oregon is just how dark it is everywhere. Like even in like the cities, like when I'm in Springfield, it's dark everywhere.
Yeah.
Like compared to Seattle, where it's just like there's just always light.
Part of
it's-
it is the hills generally, but
Yeah,
we also don't have lights everywhere.
yeah.
We just don't.
Like when I
Oh.
go out to my grandparents' place and I
Oh,
walk
yeah,
out in
it's
the back
dark
field,
there.
it is
It's
pitch
dark.
black.
Yeah.
Like I
We
just
were-
I just go walk away from where the lights are and nobody can see me.
When we were in Arizona, we were driving late at night because our flight got in at midnight, and
Lame.
we're driving out to Casa Grande or Casa Grande, whatever.
Casa
however you say
Grande.
it.
Grande.
Well,
Ca-
see the
Casa
people that
Bonita.
the people that live there call it Casa Grande. It
Well,
blows
they're
my,
hipps.
I'm like, hey, like you're Mexican and you live here. It's supposed to be Grande, isn't it? But we're driving and mom is like looking, through the desert, and she's like, it's weird that I can see all these cities. I was like, yeah, it's flat, and that's called light pollution, and that's called light pollution, and that's called light pollution. like,
But
that's
it
why
makes
you
it
can see-
cool, like you were saying, like there was a thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, because it's monsoon season right now.
yeah.
So all the lightning storms, you could just see like you stand in one spot and lightning will go on all around you, and you just spin
Definitely.
around in a circle and you see it, and there's no mountains.
Yeah.
They've got a couple hills that they call like Mount Picacho and like a couple places, and I'm like, yo, those are hills.
Right. Like
Yeah.
we have hills.
Yeah,
Those are mountains to them.
yeah. Drop me, bug.
Well, Dave's completely black. These people, they could have been anywhere. in the
Black
world.
Dave.
You're here with us. We appreciate that. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube for the full version of the show, and on Spotify for the cut down, more work-friendly version of the show where I don't drop F-bombs. But for this episode, this edition of my show with Jake, Good night, universe.
That's a podcast.
Good X.
Can't see my dick.
Man, dick.
I can.
Hey, don't look around.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.